Hi, I'm Connie Townsend, certified group fitness instructor and personal trainer, and I'm here with some regular exercisers from the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. We're going to do a workout that you can join us and you can do it from home. We're going to start with a warm-up, and then we will move a little, get the heart and lungs stronger, do some cardio, and then we'll be working with a band today. So if you have maybe a band with a handle, or if you've been to the physical therapist and you've been given a flat band, you can use that, or you can use a bungee cord. So that's what we'll be doing in a bit. But first, we're gonna warm up. So stand nice and tall, shoulders back, head is high. All right, let's just inhale, get up tall. And exhale. Inhale, fill up the lungs. And exhale, and up. Two more like this. You're getting all the kinks out. Lengthening the spine. Now keep your arms straight. Let's swing them up, pull back, and down, pull back. Getting those shoulders warmed up and starting to move. You want to get them into their full range of motion, but doing it gradually. Couple more. Inhale, reach for the sky. All right, we're gonna go into a step touch. Step, touch, step, touch. Get the arms swinging a bit. Now keep those shoulders back. A little rhythmic motion gets the blood flowing from the inner part of the body to the outer part of the body. Gets those muscles warm, the temperature up. All right, we're gonna stay with this step touch. Well, we're gonna start moving a little bit. So, let's go forward. 4, 3, 2, now go back. 4, 3, 2, don't go too far. 4, 3, 2, and back. And forward. So we start small and gradually make things bigger. Again. And come back. 4, 3, now stay here. Let's bend at the knees and bring the heel up and back. So don't let the knees move. You're just bringing the heels to your center. Don't lean over. You're nice and tall. All right. In 4, 3, 2 more of these, and then we're going into a grapevine. So it's step, cross, step, together. Feet are moving pretty quick. So keep it small. You step out first, then you cross behind that lead leg. If you're a dancer, you can just get into it. All right, now keep going. We're gonna add that heel back in. Heel, and heel. 1, 2, 3, heel. Counting down, let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and a side mambo. Out, in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So your body weight shifts to that outside leg. One more. Now same count, but front mambo. Front, back. So this leg just stays put. forward, back. One more. Let's just walk it. Forward, 2, 3, 4, back, 2, 3, 4. Anytime you're moving across the floor, you want to pick up those feet. We don't want the tennis shoes to trip us. Now you can always get those arms really moving. You can get real springy or keep it real low. 4, 3, 2. Let's do some heel taps. Heel, 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 heel. Doubles, heel, heel, switch. 4, 3, 2. Now, we're on the other foot this time. We just switched leads. Marching. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, step touch. Let's take it forward, forward, and back. Forward, 4, 3, 2, back. Again. Now into that grapevine. Let's add that heel in. So it's a bit of a warm-up. Kind of get us used to some of those movements that we'll be doing in a moment. Okay, one more. Side Mambo here, just step out, step in. And front. All right, want you to keep moving. Now that we're warm, we're going to continue with this pattern that we're starting to learn here. So get some water. We'll see you in a moment. Okay, we're going to move. So we're back on that original side. Let's march. Nice and tall. 4, 3, go into that step touch. So we'll start this pattern with those things we've done already, and then we'll be adding on in a bit. All right, we're gonna take it forward. Step touch, 2, 3, back. Remember to pick up your feet. And forward, 2, 3, 4. Keep it up. And back. One more time. Forward, 2, 3, 4. Come on back. Now stay here, heels up and back. So remember, you're bringing the heels to your center. We don't want to come out to the side, okay? That would hurt your knees and your hips. In 4, 3, 2. Let's go into that grapevine. You can start without the heel first. And then we'll add that one heel back in. 1, 2, 3, heel. Four, 3, 2, Side Mambo. Step out, step in. 1, 2, 3, 4. That really uses those leg muscles because all the body weight goes to that leg. Now front Mambo. Now we're going to add on here. So we're going to do a front Mambo at each corner of the room, if you will, although we're not in a room today. I want to march for a moment. Now, Mambo. Okay, we're going to do a Mambo here, then we're going to do a Mambo to the side, then a Mambo to the back, and a Mambo to the side. So we're going to go around, front first, turn, 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 and back to start. So we're always doing that Mambo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're gonna go around again. Front first. Now turn. Turn it. Turn it. We got it. 2 more here. And walk it forward and back. Remember, you can jog it, you can go real small. Get those arms pumping. That's how you control your heart rate, is how much you get your arms involved. Now, gonna add a kick and another kick. Okay, in 4, 3, 2. I'm gonna stay here and do a can-can. I'll show you slow. Knee up, kick, other leg, knee up, kick. So faster, it's knee. Knee up, kick, knee, kick, knee, kick. So this is good for increasing your balance because you're on one foot for a bit. Almost there. Couple more. And march. So we change leads. 4, 3, step, touch. Okay, starting from the top. In 4, 3, step, touch, go forward. And back. Again. One more time, forward. And then back. Now stay here, heels up and back. It's a hamstring curl. You're working the back of those legs. 4, 3, 2. Going into the grapevine. You can add that heel in this time. Heel, 1, 2, 3, heel. Woo! All right, side Mambo. Let's step out, in, out, in. And front Mambo, forward, back. Remember, this foot just plants. Don't let it move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now this time we're going to do one at each wall, going around the other way. Hold on. Okay, ready? Front first. Mambo, turn. Mambo, turn. Mambo, turn. Mambo, turn. And hold. Good job. We didn't lose anybody. Let's do it again. Front wall. Mambo, turn. Mambo, pivot. And last one. Let's walk it forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we added a kick to this. So 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. All right, let's come back for that can-can. Knee, sorry, I think I started us on the wrong foot. Okay, we're gonna just keep moving for a bit, start bringing the heart rate down, then grab your band and a sip of water, and we'll keep going. Okay, we're gonna work our muscles now. We're gonna use a band. Now we have a band that has handles. It's a pretty long band. If you don't have this kind, just use a bungee cord or, like I mentioned earlier, maybe those flat kind of therapeutic bands, as long as it can stretch pretty far, because we're gonna actually be standing on it. So we're gonna take one foot, doesn't matter which, we're gonna center that foot on the band. Now, if your band is really light and you need more resistance and you need it to be a little tougher, you can always stand on it with both feet. But to stand on it with one band makes it a lot more manageable. Now the problem is though, we can't just stand with our feet apart because that's all off to one side. So bring it in. It's going to be right in front of the body. That's going to be a little hard to balance, but that's okay. That's a good stability exercise as well. All right, we're going to turn the palms forward. Now upper arm stays at your sides. This whole section that we're going to do is be alternating exercises. So we're going to do a bicep curl. We're going to bend at the elbow and pull up to the shoulder and then back down, alternating sides. Now you're keeping those shoulders from rising up. And if you can't get all the way to the top, that's okay. Don't force it. We don't want to get the body involved, or we don't want the upper arm to leave the side. So just keep it glued there. Only lift as high as you're able to. Even just a little movement down at the bottom is enough to work those muscles. Now, our core muscles around the middle of the body are always holding us steady, supporting our spine, and we're strengthening them as we go because we're using a band which pulls against the body. But we need to activate those core muscles. So we pull the navel toward the spine and release. Now you can change feet anytime you need to, but we're still under one foot. All right, we're going to turn our hands around. They're facing our body. Now we're not going to roll our wrists. We're going to keep them straight. We're not going to bend at the elbow. We're going to keep them nice and straight. We're working the front of the shoulder. Now alternating, let's bring it front. Now if you're using a pretty strong band, you're not going to be able to lift all the way up to shoulder height. If your band is pretty light, you might be able to do that. Just don't go above the shoulders. Now because that resistance is out in front of the body, it's really pulling on the body. You can feel your core working here to control it. Just straight out from the shoulder. This is a more delicate muscle group in the front of the shoulders, so we don't do quite as many as a bicep curl that we just did. One more set. And relax them. We're going to turn that palm in now. Your arms are at your sides. It's going to be the same sort of motion, but we're going out sideways. Now once again, don't let those wrists roll. We're not lifting with the wrist. We're lifting with this muscle way up here. So let's start up. Now glance at it every once in a while. Make sure it is where you think it is. We don't want it to wander forward. We want to be straight out from the side. Now this one, if you're using a pretty tight band, is also very difficult to get all the way up to shoulder height, so don't force it. And if you feel like you have to lift that shoulder to help you, don't let it. Keep it down. You're just raising the arm. And we're not tilting. See, it'd be easy to cheat by tilting the body, but we don't want to do that. All right, one more each. Woo! Okay, carefully step off. Now, if you've got the band with the handles, we're going to put our hands through the handles so they don't whack us in the head. Feet are a little wide for stability. Hands start about shoulder width apart. We're going to grip it, palm down. Okay, now don't let the shoulders tighten up. Relax them. One hand is going to stay right there. It's going to anchor the movement. The other hand is going to pull straight back. Then you switch. So one arm is the anchoring arm, and that one we're working in those stabilizing muscles in the shoulder. The other one that's moving is not actually the arm that's working. It's the back muscles that are pulling back against that resistance. Keep them about shoulder height, no higher, and relax those shoulders. Now it's also very easy to turn the body, but we don't want to. Just stay put. And that becomes a core exercise again to hold the body in place. All right. And last one there. Let them relax. Same thing, but we're gonna go overhead. So, loose knees. Don't lock the knees. We don't want the low back to arch. We're gonna go up, and arms start about a foot apart. Now one stays, the other pulls. And down. We're not leaning side to side, just stay still. So you're bringing that elbow straight down to the ground. Try not to let those arms float out in front. Try to keep them right above the head. Woo! So one arm is working on the stabilizers in the shoulder, holding it up there. And the other one, it's the back muscles working again to pull down. One more set. And you can always just do a few and then let them rest. Okay, take them off the arms. We have one more in this series. We're gonna come around back, high up on the back. Now we're not gonna use the handles because that's no resistance. So we're gonna fold the band and grip the fold. We're gonna finish with a chest press for the front of the body. Let's push out in front, then turn your hands down so your thumbs are facing in. We're gonna alternate. Elbow back, then push straight out again. All right, so do a few more of those. We're working our chest. And then in the next section, we'll be doing all this again, but with both arms at the same time. So these are alternating, and then we'll do doubles in a bit. Keep it up. Okay, we're back to it. We're stepping on the band, right in the center. Now take a minute to get the resistance the same on both sides. You want them nice and even. Okay, remember how we started with our bicep curl? We alternated last time. This time, we're gonna do both. Shoulders back, shoulders down, belly button pulled in, and up. Now we're controlling it down as much as we are up, because the downward motion is just as valuable to the front of the arm as the upward motion is. And so we don't want to just let that band spring down. Don't just drop the hands. We're controlling it. We're keeping our balance even though our feet are staggered one in front of the other. So it's a lot of stability work as well. Up and down. We have a tendency to want to help with our shoulders, but just keep them relaxed. 2, 1 more. Woo! All right, front of the shoulders we're working. So palms facing you, keep the arms pretty straight. We're just gonna lift. Now you may not be able to lift very high at all. Don't force it. It's a small muscle group. So we don't want to strain the muscles in the shoulders. We want to strengthen them. And when it comes out in front like this, we'll really feel that pull against the core. You're strengthening those muscles in the middle of the body as well. Only do what you can. 1 more time. Woo! And relax them. They get tired fast. Okay, turning those palms in. And remember, it's not a bend in the elbow. We're working from way up here in the side of that shoulder. Both arms this time, here we go. Now, if you have a pretty light band and you're able to go all the way out to the side, just don't go any higher than your shoulder height. If you have a pretty tight band, you're not going to be able to go very high. So we don't force it. Just swing a little out from the body. Woo, relax the shoulders, don't let them come up. 1 more time. And shake them out. Now carefully step off. Hands through the handles. Okay, feet can be a little wide here. A nice wide base of stability will keep us, well, more stable. Okay, we're gonna grab it about a foot apart, shoulder width apart. We're out in front of the shoulders. Now don't come up any higher. And try not to tighten those shoulders. Let the shoulder blades slide down your back. Both hands this time are going to pull out and back. Your band is going to end up at the chest. It's like you're pulling a bar back. Now we're not bringing those hands just directly back into the shoulders. They're actually coming out. So if you were to glance at your arm, it looks like it's 90 degrees right there, like you're doing a push-up position. Out. Now we're using our back muscles to pull out and back. We've got a lot of core working as well. Just do what you can. Woo! Squeeze those shoulder blades together back there. 1 more. And relax them. See, the back muscles are a very strong muscle group, so it takes quite a few of back exercises to break down those muscle fibers so that they'll grow back stronger as we rest the next day. Okay, same thing, but overhead, not as many. We're going up. Keep those elbows slightly bent. Loose knees. And bring it down. Now it's gonna pass directly in front of the face, down to the collarbone. So this one looks like that one exercise that you do in the weight room when you pull the bar down. It's a lat pull down, using those back muscles to pull down. Arms or hands end up out at the width of the elbows. So they're pulling that band from short to long. Only do what you can on these. Being overhead makes it more intense. And we got 1 more. Woo! All right, relax. Roll those arms or shoulders. Let them relax. Now take it off your hands, and we'll finish up with those chest presses. It's actually a little easier to control when we're pressing both arms at once this time. So high up on the back, even them out, fold the band, grip the fold. Okay, now push out first, turn the palms down, and then elbows bend, and then press. So you're using your own body as the anchor. So that's the beauty of bands, is as you use your own body to anchor that band, it's causing the core muscles to work. So you've got a lot more of the body working when you use a band. It's not just about one muscle group, it's a whole combination. Exhale, inhale. Woo! Three, two, and release. All right, while we're back there, we're gonna take that band wider than your hips, palms facing backward. Now we're not gonna pull out on it, but we are just gonna pull that band straight. Let's stretch those shoulders for a moment. Push toward the floor first, get the shoulders back and down, and then just lift and lower. So that's stretching the shoulder complex, especially the front of the shoulders. Getting some good flexibility in those shoulders from all those exercises we just did. All right, next section we're gonna start moving again and do our cardio pattern one more time. So get a drink and I'll meet you back here. Okay, we're gonna move again. Let's start with a march. So that pattern we did in the beginning, now we're old pros. We know exactly what we're doing, don't we? Okay, remember we did some step touches, forward and back. We did some heels up and back, grapevine, mambo. Oh, and we went around. Okay, step touch. Now remember to keep your posture real tall, shoulders back, belly button pulled in. We're going forward. And back. And forward. Now, the more you use your arms, the higher your heart rate will go. So that's a good way to control it. Forward. If your heart rate is just too high and you can't get a breath in, just keep your arms real low. One more. Forward. 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, stay here, heels up. All right, in 4, 3, 2, into that grapevine heel, step, cross, step, heel. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, one more. Mambo, side, out, in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Has a funny little rhythm to it. One more. Same thing going forward though. Front mambo. Okay, in 4, 3. Now we'll be going around. Not yet. Let's do one front first. Mambo. turn, mambo, turn, mambo, turn, mambo, front. 2 more. Walk it forward and back. Let's add a kick to it. 1, 2, 3, kick. One more. Okay, we're gonna try that can here. Knee, kick, knee, kick, knee up, kick, knee up, kick. Couple more. And march it. Change leads. We're on the other foot. Nice and tall still. 4, 3, step, touch. Okay, starting at the top, going forward. And back, 4, 3, again. And back. Okay, we have one more. Forward, 2, 3, 4, and back. Stay here, heels up and back. Four, 3, 2, into the grapevine with a heel. 1, 2, 3, heel. And a side mambo. Front mambo. All right, let's go around. Front first. Now turn. Mambo. Turn. Mambo. Turn. Mambo. Front. 2 more. Walk it, kick it. Four, 3, 2, and 1 kick here. Now can. Knee up, kick, knee, kick, knee, kick, knee, kick. Working on that stability. 4, 3, 2. Now heel taps, heel, 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 heel. All right. So that was enough to get the heart rate up again. If we can keep that heart rate up as we do our band work, that helps to change our metabolism a little. Keeps the metabolism burning. Burn more calories, burn more fat. All right, 4, 3, 2. Let's come to a stop on that heel. Pull the toes up, leg is locked. Let's sit back. Now keep the shoulders back, chin up a bit. We're stretching the back of that leg. We're gonna take the opportunity as we cool down, kind of stretch the legs a little. Back up, heel tap. Four, 3, 2, and hold. Other leg. Keep the navel pulled in. Okay, so we have one more section. We'll start with the band again, doing some leg work, some side work, and some shoulder work, real briefly. And then we will use the band to help us stretch. Okay, we're back with our band. This time, we're going to step on it with both feet. So carefully, step both feet on the band, take your time. And you want enough slack between your feet so that we're able to lift our leg a little. Okay, now, shoulders back and down, but the knees are unlocked. So don't let them be nice and tight, loosen up the knees. All we're gonna do is lift our legs side to side. So one leg, then the other. So takes a few to get your balance. You might be real wobbly at first because we're on one foot. But we're not only just on one foot, we are pulling against the body with that leg that's lifting. So your body has to work twice as hard to stay stable because we're pulling on it with the band. Now your whole core is involved with helping you lift that leg. So keep the navel drawn in. Only do what you can. If your legs get real tired, you just stop a moment, let them rest, and then get moving again. We're working deep down into the side of the hip. Those are the stabilizing muscles that keep us from falling. One more. Woo! Shake them out. All right, we're still in this position, and we're gonna use the band to work the top of the shoulders. Now you might just use it holding the handles, or you can always make it a little tighter because there's a pretty strong muscle group up here. Now, normally I say don't let your shoulders come up to your ears, but in this case we're going to do that on purpose to strengthen those upper back and shoulder muscles. So, palms facing in, arms stay straight, and you're lifting and lowering. Now the first thing your body wants to do is bend at the elbow and pull with the arms. Don't let that happen. Keep the arms straight. Think about your shoulder blades rising up your back and back down. You're pulling up, lowering down. As high as you can go, as low as you can go. So we're not only working on strength in those shoulders, but you're also working on some flexibility, getting those shoulder blades to be more mobile. Up and down. And last one there. Okay, now you could probably, if you had it shortened, you can probably keep it that way. Our legs are narrow still. We're going to be using our side muscles. We do these quite often. Let's pull the shoulders back and then let them drop down. We're going to use our core, our side muscles, to flex side to side. So once again, we're not pulling with the arms, so don't let the elbows bend. Just hang the arms at your sides. We're using actually both sides of the torso to tilt you. You have oblique muscles that go around your sides, but those obliques are made up of a deeper layer and a more surface layer. So the internal oblique on one side works with the external on the other, and vice versa. So you're getting a nice big workout out of your sides. One more. Okay, back to center. Now back to the handles if you were not using them. And the next one is using those same side muscles, not to tilt us side to side, but to turn us. We've done this many times as well. We need a little resistance, so let's lift, but not so high that we can't keep it up there. Okay, just a little bit. Shoulders relaxed. Now it's not an arm motion, so keep the arms still. Let's turn the body from side to side. We've done these before. We're pulling the navel back toward the spine as we turn. Getting those oblique muscles to turn the torso now instead of flex the torso. They have a big job doing a lot of things, and so we need to work them in a lot of different ways. Your arms are just there to anchor. One more. And back to center. Relax the arms. Now we're going to use our band to help us stretch. So, you want those shoulders again to come up to the ears, and then let the band pull the shoulders down. And then we're going to turn the head and look over the shoulder. Try to see as far back as you can. Now come back to center, pull back up, and then let them relax and turn. Look over the other shoulder. And back to center. Now take your arms and swing them back just a little bit. We're going to tilt the head so the arms are slightly behind you. That gives you a bigger stretch in the side of that neck and down into the shoulder, top of the shoulder that we were just working with the shrugs. And then back and the other side. Take your time with neck stretches. They're a delicate muscle group. All right, let's release the arms and then bring them in front of the legs. We're going to tuck the chin, look down, and then let the band pull you slightly down. And that's going to stretch the upper back. It feels like you're stretching those shoulder blades apart, away from each other. And then up and back around. This time we're going to hold them kind of behind the hips. Now tilt the head forward, gently stretching the back of the neck. And then back to center. Carefully step off your band. Let's take it about shoulder width apart out in front. Lock those elbows. Let's raise up. Try to get those arms right beside the ears. Push up, pull back. And bring it slowly down. I'd like to thank Sharon and Esther and Betsy and Sandy. They are regular exercisers at the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. They've helped me out today. We'd also like to thank Eastmont Parks and Rec for letting us use their park. And we'll see you again